I want to talk about little, and sorry, Michael, little hacks. So I want to talk about like your morning routine, your nighttime routine, what wellness things you do. You told me you had a sauna. Maybe
Why?
start.
Sorry, I want to hear that.
Oh, okay. I
I
know.
like the, I
I
like the
just,
little
it's
hacks.
like beauty parts, like,
Oh,
like,
Beauty.
yeah, like the beauty, wellness, health.
Okay.
First up, what is the number one thing besides fitness that you do for your wellness?
Meditating.
Oh,
Meditating.
start the manipulation.
100%.
Michael, I agree.
Has changed my life. Truly.
Okay, so how
Greg
did you?
refuses to meditate as well.
And I'm sure Greg, do you need meditation? Does
Yeah.
Greg need meditation?
More than me, but it has changed my life within, I think I've been doing it now for 3 months and it's changed everything. I do it with journaling and I think it's the meditation, but together, I mean, game over. And I do it wherever I go. Like I travel and I do it. I need to do it. My morning routine is very exact. I can give you the full breakdown.
You came to the right place.
I know you love a morning routine. I love a morning routine. So I wake up 5:30 every single morning.
Wow.
Turn off my sound machine. I have to sleep to rain. It has to be rain, nothing else. A little thunder is fine. Turn off the sound machine. I basically roll into gym clothes. Like I put my clothes out the night before because there's no way I'm like trying on different. No, it's laid out. I roll into the clothes, brush my teeth, kind of put it in a ponytail, and then I go to Gold's Gym Venice, which is down the street from us.
it's an iconic gym.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I feel lucky to work out there every day. I mean, I started in a Planet Fitness in the middle of like White Plains, New York, and now I'm at Gold's Venice. I love that.
A lot of pressure to perform in Golds
I know.
in Venice.
But you know what? The guys there, everyone's super intimidated by the big guys. The bigger they are, the nicer they are. I swear. They're such softies. They'll like cheer me on. They're the best. They're the best. So I'm there by 6, train until 7. I'm home by 7:15. Feed my dog, feed myself.
What do you feed yourself?
Gluten-free toast, 2 eggs with spinach, usually hummus or avocado on the toast, and some berries.
What's your favorite brand of gluten-free toast?
I knew you were going to ask me, and it's from the farmer's market. You're going to kill me. I don't know.
That's okay.
Brentwood Farmer's Market.
You have to take a picture and post it on your Instagram.
I will. I go every week. She knows who I am. Just grab my loaf. I go through 1 loaf every week.
Will you look at Bread Seriously? I'm going to put it in the show notes and tell me if you like it because it's my favorite gluten-free sourdough.
What's it called?
Bread Seriously. It's home baked.
Bread Seriously. Okay, I need to check it out.
Okay, so you do your breakfast and then what?
Okay, green tea always. I'm not a coffee gal. Again, with the anxiety, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Take my greens every single morning. Crucial for consistency. Then I go upstairs. I put myself in my closet with the door shut and I meditate for 7 minutes. I wake up with a lot of anxiety and like my mind is just like, I get like dark and I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle my day. Like I have crazy thoughts. So if I'm working out and I'm sweating it out, it leaves my body. Like all those thoughts leave my body. And then I want to do the meditation. So I go into my work day remembering to take care of myself, if that makes sense.
I like that way better than your way, Lauren, because
But everyone has their own way, you know?
You do whatever you do.
You
Just
wake up like
please
a-
meditate.
listen, you
because
wake up
I
like
can't
a-
deal with you.
I want to get on your level of like calmness though. Like that's my
I'm
goal.
like a sea turtle though. I don't know if that's a good thing. Like I'm like a slower moving person.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah. So after you have gotten into your work day, what does that look like? Is it the
It's
same?
like me explaining what's going on with ovaries.
Is
Well,
this
you're
the
nuts,
same?
Lauren.
Your ovaries are exploding.
Is this the same work day every single day? Do you work 7 days a week? Do you work 5? Do you work 2? What do you do?
Okay, so I start work 9 a.m. every single day. I primarily work out of my home office. So I head downstairs. That's pretty much it, unless I'm going to the Bloom office. The Bloom office is like 10 minutes from my house. Greg is at the Bloom office every single day, and I'll go maybe twice a week. But honestly, to make the content I make, I need to be at home. I can't be in an office environment. It doesn't work. So my assistant Fee, who is like my best friend, soulmate, assistant, I meet her at 9 a.m. every day in my office. We have the Bloom team call every day at 9:30, check in with the entire team, see what's going on. I give any updates I have. And then Fee and I on Mondays will create an entire content calendar for the week. So anything I want to get filmed, content is my main priority pretty much. And then we'll talk about any collaborations I'm doing. I'm releasing a new product with Bloom soon. So we're talking about shoots with that. It really depends. Like every day's different. Some days I'm like gone all day because I'm at a photo shoot. Some days I'm on the computer all day doing emails. It really depends. But the meditation helps me a ton because I find if I don't do that, I completely forget that like I need to go on a walk without my phone. I get stuck on my phone too much. So I need the walk. I need the lunch break. I need to have a gallon of water by me every single day. There's just like little things that I need to keep doing for my sanity because social media doesn't sleep, you know? Like I feel like I never done. I can never close out at 5 and be like I'm truly finished. I feel like I could just keep going.
It sounds like you have a toolbox for managing borderline personality disorder.
Yes.
What are some other little wellnessy things you do? You mentioned that you have the same sauna. We talked about barrel sauna. Anything else that you have like that? I'd love to know.
Sauna is huge. The water is huge. A lot of healthy fats. I'm huge on healthy fats.
What's your favorites?
Avocado, olive oil, sesame oil is great. I realized that recently. I take fish oil. I take 6 fish oil pills a day. So I know that's a lot, but it's great for inflammation, but it's also great if you have a mood disorder. So I've seen a lot of benefits from fish oil.
I am going to shout fish oil out. You have a product that's fish oil for brain, heart, and mood.
Yes.
And I recently got my blood tested by Dr. Daryl of Get Off My Acids. And he could not believe how low I was in omega. And I get inflamed. As we know, I have a whole product line on getting inflamed and depuffing. And he said that is one of the things that's really contributing, like you just said, to my inflammation.
Yeah.
So I have upped my fish oil too this whole pregnancy, and I feel so much less inflamed. So I can confirm as a human guinea pig what you just said about fish oil.
I think it's insane.
Most people are low on it.
Yes.
The majority of people, high majority.
Exactly. And especially if you have depression or anxiety, you need to be taking fish oil. To me, it's like a medication. I take 3 in the morning, 3 at night. I can tell if I don't take it.
Can you take it on an empty stomach or do you have to I eat it with food?
I think you can.
Okay.
Because it's like a fatty substance, right? I think you can,
The
personally.
only thing that's gross if you do that is like if you get the fish burps.
Oh, people talk about that. I've never had that.
It can happen if you don't, like if you eat with it, then it just mitigates it a bit.
If you start burping fish,
I mean,
we got bigger problems. I can't do that when I'm pregnant. If you're gonna burp fish, you gotta go down to the hotel. That's not gonna work for me.
I won't, I promise.
Okay. It's already
But what I'm saying is maybe you don't do it to me.
No, it doesn't matter what I do. When I'm pregnant, I can do whatever I want.
Oh,
this
great.
is true.
A little tangent. Okay, so what about nighttime routine? What time do you wind down? How do you get off social media?
Yeah.
Tell us all the tips.
So me and Greg are like full-blown grandparents. We're 27 years old and we go to bed at 9 p.m. every night. I mean, it's such a flex. It's the biggest flex. No, but we are pretty intense with our night routine. So I finish work around 5:30 or 6, and I'm pretty strict about that because when we were growing our businesses, we used to just work into the night. Like we were never not working. And now I'm pretty strict with the cutoff. Greg, he could work. I mean, he's constantly working. He's always on the phone. But I do request that we do no phone during dinner. So once I stop work, I take my makeup off, change into comfy clothes, and then we make dinner together. I've gotten really into cooking recently. It's like such a mindful activity. I went gluten-free and dairy-free recently, and I was trying to find like new fun recipes I could make. And that's really sparked my cooking interest. I was never into it before. Greg is a great cook. So I've kind of like taken over lately, but we always just sit together, cook, catch up, talk about our day. And then we have dinner together almost every single night. We sit at the table, have a Zevia. I'm obsessed with Zevias. I'm like addicted to them. Do you know what those are?
The sodas? Or like
yeah, the 0-calorie sodas. Love those. We will watch a little bit of TV, just a little, like 20 to 30 minutes or so. And then I go up and do my skincare routine, which takes me longer than I expect all the time. I have that, what is it called? Like that LED face mask by Dr. Dennis Grossman. I'm obsessed with that thing. I will use that and kind of clean up a little bit, like do something mindful. I have to do something to not be on my phone, to be honest. Like I have to give myself a task or like an activity, because otherwise I'll find myself like drifting back to Instagram. And I'm really trying to work on that.
But I think it's smart what you said about how when you first start out and you're running a business and you're an entrepreneur, you have to go head first in my opinion. You have to eat, live, breathe, sleep it. But then it gets to a point where that stops serving you, and you have to be able to pivot and evolve with the way the business has evolved.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to run yourself into the ground if you keep going that way.
More people should talk about that though, because I think the danger is that, well, I think back to the early days of us too, and there was times we used to get in the car because we were running businesses in San Diego and LA at the same time, and we used to get in the car at 10 o'clock at night in San Diego, and then drive after working all day, and then drive up to LA at midnight so that we could get up early and work in LA the next day. And I was like, we would never do that.
It's like you do what you have to do to get somewhere, but then you got to know when it's time to start saying no instead of yes.
Yeah, we're in bed at it's if I'm not in bed by like 9 o'clock, I'm gonna have a full meltdown. These
or
days.
like 7:30.
I remember the early days, it wasn't like that.
Or the other night we were in bed at 7:30.
Yeah, we're like clapping our hands and like running up the stairs.
I love that. No, I agree. Like you need to have that period of time in your business where you just don't stop. Like I think that's how you learn to hire also. Like we were, for Bloom, doing things we should not have been doing. We were doing customer service. I was designing the labels. I was doing all the product photography. We built our website ourselves. And then you hit a point where you're like, wait, we're not really the best at doing customer service for your own business is brutal. Like people are sending me mean emails. I'm getting personally offended. Like, well, that was kind of rude. Like, we had to find people who were better than us at what we were trying to do. And now we have a super talented team of people who keep Bloom going, and Greg and I can just focus on what we're good at. But I feel like we're still on the journey of trying to let go. Like it's definitely difficult to watch your business being handled by other people. Like it's a challenge, but we have such amazing team members. But also in my own work, when it comes to content and social media, I've kind of applied the same work ethic that we used on Bloom to my content. And I can find myself like, overdoing it. And that's why I have to implement such a strict nighttime routine and morning routine.